following program is sponsored by Michael W. Smith. The views expressed on the following program are those of the host and not necessarily those of staff, management, or ownership.
Phoenix, Arizona. Brother Mike is back on the radio. Welcome to HardcoreChristianity.com. Thank you for tuning in today. Today's Bible study, Christmas sex toys for your children. Teen Vogue style. Hey, we call somebody and tell the radio programs on, particularly if they got a teenage daughter. We've got some deep insights for your teenage daughters today. This is Brother Mike. I'm the professional counselor at the Arizona Deliverance Center. Been a professional counselor for 39 years, if you can imagine that. On the website, hardcorechristianity.com, we have all of our ministry services, Thursday and Friday night. We have live services at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 Eastern. Both those services are broadcast on our streaming service live. Go to youtube.com/House of Healing AZ. When you go to the website, please sign up for one of our free seminars. Please sign up for our Wednesday night Zoom deliverance seminar. Starts at 6 p.m. Please go to the radio archives for my past radio programs. I keep track of all of them. Hit the PayPal button and send us another donation as you have in the past. For the last 19 years, you've kept this radio program on the air. It is the only radio program like it anywhere in the United States. This is the nastiest and the filthiest Christian radio broadcast in the entire country. We're going to give you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and we don't care who likes it. When you go to the website, Sister Karen's on the homepage. She'll be happy to list your house for sale. She loves working with born-again Christians. Teen Vogue style, Christmas sex toys. As you well know by now, we're only a few years away from the rapture. This thing is coming to the end. The dispensation of grace is almost over. It's obvious. Anybody who isn't completely backslidden can see it. 2 Timothy chapter 3, know this, in the last days perilous times shall come, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of God. The Greek word for perilous there is kalapos. It means dangerous times. Danger isn't a word for it. We're stepping into danger you can't conceive nor believe. Russia and China now have perfected supersonic missiles that cannot be detected and will strike every major city in the United States, and there's nothing we can do to stop it. We do not have the capacity they have. They have also developed satellite warfare. They have satellites now with arms on them that are able to dismantle other satellites. This thing is just around the corner. Dangerous, you can't even believe. Satan is imploding America on top of it, with demon-possessed politicians who want to defund the police and import from our southern border hundreds of thousands of criminals, felons, rapists, pedophiles, drug dealers, fentanyl distributors, and human traffickers. They are all coming across the southern border. We have seen in the last 6 months record numbers of fentanyl being found at the border, unknown numbers, tons of it coming into the country. Last year in 2020, we lost 100,000 people in the United States to overdoses from drugs, most of them fentanyl. Dangerous times have arrived, my dear friend. 2 Peter chapter 3, knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lust, saying, where's the promise of his coming? No kidding. That's happening right now. 2 Peter chapter 2. Peter warns about these people that are going to get into the church. They're infiltrators. They're plants. They're under surveillance. They're like FBI agents causing the January 6th riot, egging it on and urging it on. The FBI was planted in that whole system in order to make those Republican voters look like fools. And it worked. these church people are like FBI agents planted somewhere to commit crimes. Peter says they will have their eyes full of adultery, and they cannot cease from sin. Can you imagine that? That Greek word for cannot cease from sin there means that they're addicted to sin, like porn addicts, like alcoholics, like drug addicts. They can't stop. They're addicted. And then Peter said, quote, they beguile unstable souls, and they give them a heart that they've exercised with covetous practices. Greek word is pleonexia. It means to have a passion or a lust for money and material things. And then it says something really interesting. Peter said, quote, they have cursed children, which have forsaken the right way and gone astray. Well, where'd they go? Well, let me take you over there. Today, we will see where they went. One of them is Teen Vogue. Teen Vogue magazine. This is a magazine Satan created. It used to be in paperback form, magazine form, but the advertising wasn't sufficient enough, so they bagged it and they went to the internet. It's an internet magazine now. And the target audience is young girls, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15-year-old girls. They're after your middle school daughter. They're after your high school daughter. They want them, and here's how they do it. They use brainwashing. Well, this week's article is Sex Toys for Christmas. And here's what the article says. I thought I'd share it with you in case you're going to be shopping. Quote, in case it needs to be said, self-pleasure is self-care. Still, shopping for sex toys or sexual health products can be overwhelming at best and stigmatizing at worst. But this holiday season, Lilo is here to help. Lilo is a vibrator and sex toy brand that makes products suitable for the pleasure of all people, regardless of your genitalia. Right now for Black Friday and for Christmas, the brand is offering up 60% off its chic, sleek selection of sex toys and condoms. Whether it's massagers like the Sonia or the Billy, or partner toys like Tor 2, or beads like the pulsating Beads Plus, Lilo's sonic waves and pulses have got your back. If you're in the mood to try something new, why not get it on sale? There we go. This is an article in the most recent last week's edition of Teen Vogue geared toward your daughter. Quote, shopping for sex toys and personal massagers should be fun, empowering, and most importantly, no big deal. The first step is knowing what you're looking for and what you want to get out of your new toy. If you need a little guidance, feel free to check out some of Teen Vogue's resources on, quote, what to know before getting a vibrator, and, quote, what to do after you purchase it. They have special articles helping your daughter, your 12-year-old daughter, learn how to do this. No problem. Quote, below we've rounded up the best of Lilo's Black Friday and Christmas selections of vibrators and sex toys on sale now, all under $100. $100. Yes, you can save a lot of money. You can save a lot of money this Christmas by buying the Sona 2, Billy 2, Mia 2, Beads Plus, Elise 2, Nia 2, Smart Bead Pink, Zizo, and Noah. Okay, now if you want to get a bunch of them together, you can get the Hex 36 pack. This is all for your teenage daughter so she can pleasure herself and learn the joys of masturbation. What's really happening here? Satan is using this magazine to entrap the minds and to place curses on these children, 2 Peter chapter 2. And by reading this magazine, the children, your daughter, allowed demons into her brain, lust demons. They get in and they create passions, sexual desires, bisexual urges, transgender urges. These demons are the hidden soldiers behind homosexuality, lesbianism, transgenderism, bisexuality, LGBTQ. These demons are the foundation for uncontrollable lustful desires. And Teen Vogue is the messenger of these lust demons for your 11, 12, 13, 14, 15-year-old daughter. They're looking at this magazine, they're reading it online. You don't know they're reading it. You don't know they're using it. But the demons do, and they are entering your daughters. They will later become promiscuous. You will be facing unwanted pregnancies. You will be facing mental illness. You will be facing your daughter who has multiple broken relationships and later on in life, multiple divorces and broken marriages. This is what's going to happen to your daughter. It's happening behind your back right now. You don't know it's happening. It's happening in secret. The demons are using this magazine to allow lust spirits to enter their bodies. The exact same thing happened, obviously, without the technology, to Sodom and Gomorrah. The more these people experimented with their sexuality, the more these people engaged in adultery and transvestitism and transgenderism and bisexuality, the more they engaged in it, the more these demons spread all throughout Sodom and Gomorrah. And the only people that were not infected with these powerful lust demons were Lot, his wife, and his 2 daughters. Everybody else was taken. The entire city of both Sodom and the entire city of Gomorrah and all the small cities and towns around these 2 large cities, this was the metropolis area, kind of like Minneapolis, St. Paul, they all got infected with these lust demons, and all of them were destroyed except Zoar in the judgment of God. If you know somebody's daughter, if your daughter has these lust demons and they are now starting to become promiscuous and they're committing adultery or they have lesbian urges, they're eligible for free counseling services at the Arizona Deliverance Center. They're your daughter, and if it's your daughter, I will help your daughter. You're my listener. You're a born-again Christian, and your daughter is eligible for free counseling services and deliverance. 602-636-5800.
The views expressed on this program are those of the host and not necessarily those of staff, management, or ownership. This program was sponsored by Michael W. Smith.